24/7 Comfort on call.
Hello, Brad. Happy New Week to you as we got bumped yesterday.
We did. But you know, the last time we spoke in this venue
Yes.
was Thursday.
Yes.
And just as the segment started, I said, just moments ago, SpaceX launched their Starship 7. Big successful launch. All was looking good. And in fact, take a look at this. At 6 minutes and 45 minutes past launch, the primary stage came back to the launch point. The chopstick arms caught it. It is reusable. That one is in the books.
That part worked.
It did. Now here you are about a minute and a half after that. This was the last picture of that Starship itself sent looking down on the Earth. And moments later, they lost contact with Starship, and suddenly people all over, especially the Caribbean, started reporting this stream of flaming particles coming down from the heavens. And in fact, there were some planes that needed to be detoured. Some airlines put some flights on hold, waiting for all of this to come on down. The only amusing thing about it all, Elon Musk, at least success is uncertain, but entertainment is guaranteed.
That's pretty appropriate.
They aren't real sure what happened yet, but they think that there might have been a small hole where a lot of hot gases went into a portion of the engine or the rocket that it should not have, and it just exploded. But he says it's not going to impact their next scheduled launch in early March. I did see this as well, and I thought this was really classy. Bill Nelson, NASA administrator, says, congrats to SpaceX on Starship 7 test flight and the second successful booster catch. Spaceflight is not easy. It's anything but routine. That's why these tests are so important, each one bringing us closer to our path to the moon and onward to Mars through the Artemis program. But that was a class act, I thought. Chris and friends at home, remember Butch and Suni, the stranded astronauts on the International Space Station?
Still there.
Yeah, last time we spoke, I think it was in December when they found out that they would not be returning in January. They'll have to wait until March, okay? And then, if we go back a little bit farther, we had this picture.
Oh, and everybody was concerned, yes.
November 14th, it was pizza night on the International Space Station. Butch, Suni looking somewhat famished. People were worried about her. Well, NASA says she's okay. In fact, not only is she okay, I see that last Thursday, she put on a spacesuit.
And took a walk.
She did. And you know what about it? She didn't go alone. She took some guy, some other astronaut with her, and they were gone outside for 6 hours. What were they doing for 6 hours? Oh, they were making some repairs.
I hope they didn't leave a toolbox or anything out there.
Listen, I found something really amazing about Suni Williams that I did not know. This was her 8th spacewalk. She is one of America's best spacewalked astronauts. She has spent more than 50 hours in space.
Wow.
Isn't that impressive? Okay, so we did not know that.
So she's fine.
Yeah, absolutely. Now there's this next one here. The World Monuments Fund. It describes itself as a leading independent organization devoted to safeguarding the world's most treasured places. Apparently, they have more than 700 projects, 112 countries worldwide. And I see this. They just placed our moon on the 2025 World Monuments watch list because the moon has a lot of relics and sacred, sites from, Apollo 11.
Our world.
Correct, and that they need to be protected. And if you remember, Chris, I was thinking back, when did we have the Artemis Accords? It was one of the first stories we did. Would that have been in 2020?
2020 was when we launched.
Okay, so it was
pardon the pun.
Yeah, it was probably somewhere in there where that Artemis Accords, where it was an international agreement, and some 52 nations, I think, have signed on to acknowledge that these places are hands off, that they should not be touched. But hopefully that'll be the case. So we'll wait and see. And by the way, tomorrow we've got it's another space thing, but it's an amazing photograph from space. You've got to see it. You've got to see it.
And we will.
Oh yes, we will.
All right. Brad, thank you so much. We'll see you then.